So, my friends, we continue to monitor the news and events on the front lines of Ukraine and Russia. It seems that the Russians were deeply upset by the powerful strike executed by the Ukrainian armed forces in Crimea. Therefore, yesterday they decided to launch missile strikes on the Ukrainian territory with the help of North Korean missiles.
Бачили, що це таке, там, наприклад, снаряди від Північної Кореї. Вони дуже тихі. Коли отакий даже шум буде, ти снаряд не почуєш, як він підлітає. Радянський ти почуєш.
Це снаряд з чого?
Арта так стріляє.
Це така арта.
Ти чуєш мої відео, коли я відгружаю, от це летить, я знаю, де один пристрілочний, потім я можу собі щось зняти, тому що я чую, де він впав, чуть-чуть розумію, куди вони мітять. Я, знаєш, знімаю, є ризики для життя, але таке. Але коли летить цей корейський, ти його навіть на відео не почуєш. Коли є вітер в лісу, ви теж його не почуєте.
От тобі і країна десятиліттями під західними санкціями.
Да, людоєдська країна для зброї все робить, а жрати нічого.
It's reported that 3 missiles were successfully intercepted, but there were also a few hits. Most of the explosions were recorded in Dnipro. However, a missile strike also occurred in the Poltava region, specifically in Mirgorod. There are casualties and fatalities.
The enemy attacked Poltava Oblast. According to preliminary information, the wreckage of the rocket damaged several residential buildings in the Mirgorod district. It is known that people were injured, including 2 children. Unfortunately, 1 woman died. All relevant services are working on site.
As for Crimea, everyone was eagerly anticipating an attack on the bridge. It would have been the best news all year, however, the reports indicate that the strikes hit a shipyard in Kerch. Since there were air defense systems in the Kerch area, there was a possibility that the strikes would target the bridge. According to preliminary information, the ship Ascolt on the shipyard premises was damaged. The distance from the impact site to the Crimean bridge is only 10 kilometers, and it's reported that around 15 missiles were launched. This means that there is a possibility to reach the bridge, but it seems that a decision to destroy it hasn't been made yet. The Russians are shocked that the Ukrainian armed forces are destroying the fleet right in the shipyards. Even a big Russia is unable to protect its most important military facilities. Now we await the 15 missiles targeting the bridge. If you support its destruction, please leave a comment. President Zelensky has stated that the bridge is a military target that will be destroyed. Regarding the situation in the Kherson direction, due to the absence of official statements, there is increasingly more unconfirmed information. What can be confirmed is that the Ukrainian armed forces are trying to advance. They have already taken a minimum of 4 settlements into the Gray Zone, but there are no official announcements of their complete liberation yet. Yesterday evening, the Russians complained on Telegram channels confirming the information that they had to withdraw from Krinky. In general, when the situation worsens for the Russians, it's a good sign. In the Zaporizhia direction, the occupiers launched an airstrike on Novodanilivka, but the situation along the front line has stabilized for now. All Russian attacks in the Robotyne area have been unsuccessful, and the front line remains unchanged. According to official statement from the General Staff of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, a counteroffensive continues in the Melitopol direction, focusing on destroying Russian troops and equipment. In the Vuhledar direction, the occupiers persist in their attempts to break through in the Staromayorsk area, but once again, they have been unsuccessful. Shelling is ongoing along the entire front line, and it seems that the Russian command still hopes for success. In the Avdiivka direction, the occupiers continue their offensive in the areas of Stepove, Severne, Avdiivka and Pervomaiske. It's reported that there have been over 20 attempts to advance, but the Ukrainian armed forces have successfully repelled all the attacks and the front line remains unchanged. Shelling is also ongoing, although the intensity has slightly decreased. To the south, in Mariinka, the occupiers are making 15 attempts to push the Ukrainian armed forces out of the outskirts of the city, but all have been unsuccessful. They have suffered losses each time and retreated to their previous positions. In the Bakhmut direction, Russian attacks on Klishchiivka and Andriivka continue. After yesterday's artillery preparation, offensive actions have started on Bogdanivka. It's reported that there have been 7 attempts to storm the area, but all have been unsuccessful and the front line remains unchanged. In the Siversk direction, the occupiers conducted prolonged shelling for a while. Yesterday evening, they made 2 attempts to break through in the area of Bilogorivka, but both attempts were unsuccessful and the Ukrainian armed forces held their defense. Additionally, the occupiers started launching airstrikes on frontline villages and Ukrainian positions in the forest. In the Svatovo area, there is no new information about offensive actions and the front line remains unchanged for the day. All their previous attempts to advance on Stelmachivka didn't succeed. In the Kupiansk direction, attacks on Sinkivka continue and battles are ongoing in the Ivanivsky area. Despite their persistent efforts, the occupiers continue to suffer losses and cannot break through the Ukrainian armed forces' defense. Therefore, the front line remains unchanged over the day, but the frequency of shelling continues. Meanwhile, the occupiers are attempting to boost the morale of the entire Russian population by suggesting that they possess nuclear weapons. During a concert, a paid performer sang the words "I'm Russian" and pretended to press a nuclear button. Overall, the absurdity continues.
А вы что, Путин?
Да, пока да. Все хорошо. Владимир Владимирович.
Я поступил то, что хотел стать как мой папа, Махой Леонид, который погиб 27 февраля 2022 года на Украине при исполнении воинских обязанностей.
Как ты учишься? Не нравится еще? А у тебя еще кто есть? Брат, еще?
Брат есть.
Брат? Старший, младший?
Младший.
Младший сколько лет?
5.
Да. Хороший возраст. Ты его любишь? Это самое. А где-то в московском училище учишься?
Московском президентском кадетском училище.
Тебе нравится?
Да.
Мы с тобой еще? Когда?
Вы же знаете, вы, наверное, читаете разные телеграм-каналы и так далее, сколько двойников у президента Путина, да? Да, сейчас эксперты гадают, их 3 или 4. И сейчас, кого мы сейчас видим каждый день, вот сегодня утром возлагали к Минину и Пазарскому, это вот 3-й или 4-й двойник, это непонятно. Да? А Путин у нас один.
Я самый богатый человек не только в Европе, но и в мире.
Вот потому что потому.
And that's all from me. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to stay updated on all the latest news. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.